So let me have my way now. No one ever gonna leave, cause I'm so invested in you. Cause I really feel a vibe every time you set the right down. And nobody like this, man, it's not nothing like this, and it's not nothing like you. Nothing and nobody like you. And every single time we touch, no one ever wanna stop, because I always wanna let you know that I love you so much, it's not nobody like you. Nothing and nobody like you. So make me ball out, yes.
So you got the music.
Long time is a overdue. Long time is a overdue. Make me ball out, long time is a overdue. Long time is a overdue. Think you're special to me. Special to me. Very special. Very special. Think you're special to me.
Too sweet when I wine for you. You're too sweet when I wine for you. Love, I can't tell no lie, but I can't get enough of your love. You're pushing back on me, cause you know I love it rough. I'm falling for you, girl, and I know that is what you love. I know that is what you love, girl. Yes. You give me wine, and then I give you mine, girl. Tropical vibes, yes. Tropical wine, girl. You give me wine, and then I give you mine, girl. Tropical vibes, yes. I give you mine. Your bumper just fluctuates in my love. Girl, it just fluctuates in my love. When you wine back, girl, when you wine back, girl. Your bumper just fluctuates in my love. Girl, it just fluctuates in my love. When you wine back, you wine back. Yeah, you're too sweet when I wine for you. You're too sweet when I wine for you. You're too sweet when I wine for you. Baby, too sweet when I wine for you.
Yes. Welcome back to the Music Box with TNO Song right here on WINN FM 98.9.
What? People who are like somebody on a video call. Go the watch. Go on the WINNMedia.
Yeah.
Call the number 466-0989. I show you got free international calls. 762. Call and then we tune in. Okay? I'll get back to this.
Just get good.
Okay, I'll do that now. Okay, later.
So we got the founders them calling in, you know?
Yeah, man.
The founders calling in. All right, so welcome back to the Music Box with TNO Song. I'm your host, Button, the man Rashwood.
Oh, yeah.
And we in the Chop It Up segment now.
What your name is?
Button.
And what your name is?
Rashwood.
Oh, Lord.
And what your name is?
That's a word match.
Saxman. Saxman. Saxman, what going on?
I just cooling.
Yeah, man. Blessed
You look like you've been cooling for Joe.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome to the show, man.
Yeah,
How
man.
you been or what's up with you? Tell the people who you are.
Well, assistant manager to Wingrove, Grandmasters Band. You know, right now.
Tell the people why he come here.
Yes.
Oh, Wingrove?
Yeah.
I guess in between.
A rock and a hard place.
Yeah, and yeah. A rock and a hard place.
A rock and a hard place.
I guess he's sleeping boy now too.
We're saying, yeah, not past 8:30.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
All right, so just tell the listeners and the viewers how long you been with the Grandmasters Band.
For me, it's 27 years. The band have been around for like 34. We started in November 87. We won our first road match, not 86, sorry. We won our first road match in that same year. The band was formed by Wingrove Hicks Williams himself as well as Kelvin Lennon. That was a former bass player as well. And we had a few musicians, not a few, but a lot of musicians who passed through the whole entity of Grandmasters. Grandmasters is not just a band per se, it is a institution.
Right.
It is a music factory. It is one of the most premier music bands in the region. And if you could think back to Jam Band and Burning Flames and small acts and stuff like that, you must always put Grandmaster's name there, you know,
By right.
because the development that we have had over the years from Wing tutelage has seasoned many persons who have
Right.
passed through the band. You know, I don't want to start calling names because I might have to list a whole
Everybody,
lot,
yeah.
including his father, you know, Raswood Dawud, and you might got Button and Ras Button,
Yeah.
you know. You know, but Grandmasters have put St Kitts music on the map. We have tried to be different, you know, and elevate and educate as we do our stuff. You know, we are not just a jam band per se, but we are also a brass band where we do calypso shows, you know. We have played for calypso shows in even different islands. They call us to stage show, to do stage show, calypso show. We did shows in St. Martin, calypso as well, you know. But the fabric is there, the structure is there, and Grandmasters have been somewhat different in the way we present ourselves. We could have a Grandmasters playing tonight in St. Kitts, and we could have a Grandmasters playing tonight in Anguilla. You know, that is the scope of the band. And even in Miami, you know.
You gotta be numbers, boy.
Yeah. We appreciate the support we have been having over the years from the fans, and we relish what is to come in the new year after COVID have passed.
Yeah.
This is the time when we would have been knocking and getting ready for December and album and stuff like that. You know, I know that Smiley and Ruckus and those guys, they're itching, you know. They're always ready, they're always producing. If you call Smiley right now, he could sing a song for you. Brand new song.
Me know that.
You know, that is what we have been up to. You know, but we must say kudos to Wingove
Most
for
definitely.
having the band around since 34 years. The band started as we branched off. Well, Wingove and his brother was in Elimat, and then they branched off and formed GI's Brass International, and then they branched off and formed Grandmasters. So our legacy is rich in the fabric of St. Kitts music.
Most definitely.
That
No. You've been there for 27 years. No, there was 1 year that you guys came out with Under the Sea.
You want to hear Under the Sea?
I definitely, because
you don't believe it happened?
I've heard the stories, but I do not know how true it is.
The song say it for itself. It actually happened, and it's kind of funny how it happened. You know, we were going on a boat ride with we and Smalax, and I was making the rounds, picking up some of the band guys, running late, of course, and one of the technicians called me and said, "Alex, we have a slight problem here." And then he hung up the phone. I said, "Okay, maybe nothing too big." And then I said, "Why you would hang up the phone?" So when I called him back, I said, "What the problem?" He said, "Boy, the truck and the truck and the instruments drop in the ocean and the truck to the bottom of the ocean." I said, "What? That's a slight problem? That's a major problem, you know?"
That's a real major problem.
And no lie, you know, everything went to the bottom of the sea.
Wow.
So when you hear Smiley sing about the fish, them and so on, and you know, masters are come, masters was really under the sea, you know, and we have instruments that we're using today
From
that
under
was
the
still
sea?
under the sea,
Wow.
because we
Salvage.
we went into a different kind of mode right there. We didn't go to the boat ride again, and we started to wash all the equipment and the amps in soapy water and scrub them. Right on the pot, scrub them with soapy water, take them apart, WD-40 them, and leave them
Let it dry.
to dry for months. And we're still using stuff till this day.
And I think that's the same year y'all won with
Wow.
that song too as well, right?
We won? No, I don't think we won with that.
And the same no main thing.
I think that's the year when Conwis.
Oh, right. Unstoppable
yeah,
Force.
when Conwis beat
Yes,
us. Yeah.
that's correct. That's
Yeah.
correct.
And we would have won, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We would have won
That-
because
that-
I told them to keep the eye on Conwis. So what we did, well, I don't think Conwis knew this, but you realize he was jumping from truck to truck.
Yes.
I had persons following him every single way he go. So we knew where he was all the time. And when he went so, we would send Smiley on a truck so, send Vukas on a truck so. So we had to strategize. And they won by a I wouldn't say why the but
Yeah.
You know, but a win is a win.
Most definitely. How many road matches?
10. We have 10 right now.
10 road matches.
Yeah.
Within the 34.
Yeah, 34 years. We have 10. We just reached to 10 with the last one last year. Yeah. So we're up there with Smarlax and Elimat now.
Yeah. You're right. How is it inspiring for your lead singers being Rukas and Smiley to be so innovative in creating these songs? I mean, you had Whale. And
That was a hit.
That was a hit, yeah.
That was a real nice.
And Walk Your Shift.
And I could remember that year when Whale came out, right? I think Jambash, he was with you guys?
Jambak, yeah.
Yeah, he was with you guys.
Moving to the thing
The
with
crowd,
the big wheel in
and
the hand.
A whale just surfing over everybody, just going to the crowd.
I remember that.
I mean, Jamal,
Yeah.
Jamal moving to the crowd.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was so unique to see the creativity of the band. Every year y'all do it either way.
Yeah, we try to put that as a part of our presentation in order to represent the song that we portraying for Road March.
Yeah. Chris, I remember Chris was in Grandmasters.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, who else passed through that who still have that relevancy with the band?
Well, Chris for sure did a lot, you know, for the band. Gregory,
Yeah.
you know, he was an ex-pioneer. Dick is a guy who lives now in Anguilla who used to play bass with us. He was one of the founders for New Vibes, you know. And interestingly enough, you know, Wingrove taught all of us in school, you know, music in school, you know.
That was the music teacher. For
That
sure.
was
Ain't only that, eh? That was the canteen man too.
right. Yeah. He was a canteen man as well. And he taught most of us in school, and I guess he would look at who he would like to, you know, recruit in his group, and we came through.
So even Rukas, he taught music.
Yeah, Karukas went to Basti High
Right.
as well. Yeah.
No, years ago, I mean, well, it's still happening now. That what is the experience like when you all clash in a band? What the experience like?
Clash. Well, Clash
Before-
don't really happen
wait.
now, really, you know.
Before you carry on, right?
Hold
when
on.
you were saying that some people who help the band, and I heard you say Gregory. I thought you mean Gregory is about me and him over here, like, no, you can't be Gregory. But then at the same time, Gregory helped them because in the clash, you know, when them I see Gregory.
Yeah,
That's the serious part.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see
The clashes.
the clashes.
Yeah.
Clash don't really happen now because the way the police have
Yeah,
the thing
yeah.
set up. But
And that's why I said years back.
right, yeah. But it's a time where you try to give hard shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hit some power for power. You know, rhythm for rhythm. See who could hype the crowd. In good sport though.
Yeah.
But many fans tend to take it on a different level.
Yeah.
You know.
They get a little personal.
But if they look at the chemistry, you know, each band produce, you must understand that is just a hype to bring entertainment on the road.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
is.
That's
and
true.
it is a way of bringing fun. You know, who could out talk who could out power who, and who could out rhythm who. You know, Small Axe, you know, is a band you don't keep your eye off of,
Nobody.
and you know, New Vibes.
I mean, that the clash everybody always look forward
right.
to.
Yeah, and New Vibes, you know, they do, you know, and when it comes on power, you must call Small Axe and Master's name any day.
That's
you know.
that's a fact. So,
Yeah, that's
to
true.
some-
Yeah.
to some extent.
I would, for me, not being biased, I would edge Smilax over everybody.
Well, yeah.
That'll be at a different level sometime, by like.
More consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
been more consistent, you know.
That's the correct word.
And we would have known where our issues would have been, and sometimes you just can't deal with it at the time, you know. But we know how to rock the ship.
All right, so I know last carnival you guys acquired a different sound in terms of the sound out of St. Martin. What's the ideology behind that?
The mastermind was Wingrove.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you say the mastermind, nobody knew what he was doing.
Wow.
Nobody in the band knew what he was doing. You know, he would usually pull up his pants and walk, but he wouldn't say much. You know, when he came to me, and he told me probably 2 days before Juve, I said, I knew you were up to something, but I didn't know what it was.
2 days before Juve. This was like the same said week Cooler Fed finished.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you over the past for 34 years. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of years. How did the band manage to keep that
And stay together.
Yeah, stay together. You know, we had a lot of bands, Patrick. We had Tornado band. We had Lights Out band. We could call any sort of band, and the fire just die out. But y'all,
It goes to management, really.
that's a
You
fact.
know, and the skill and the appreciation and the respect that Wingrove would show for his players. Everybody have a chance to give an input, and everybody have a chance to produce. He does not discourage anyone. He wouldn't call you down because you're the youngest or you're the slowest. You know, he will assist you in ways that would only benefit you. You know, there are many experiences I personally had where I didn't see where he was carrying a certain situation, but in the long run, you would find out what he was doing and you would learn from that. I guess the structure for Grandmasters is probably different to other bands.
Yeah.
And that in turn helps us be more stable than few of the bands who have had a lot of change in players and change in names and change in this and change in that. You know, Grandmasters actually, New Vibe started the same year Grandmasters started, either 86 or 87 they started, you know. So you would see, but they had some splits.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 2 or 3, you know. But we must big up Mr. Mention as well as Mr. World. Those 2 guys are legends themselves, you know.
Yeah, man, by right. By right.
So you're saying that Wingrove, because of his background of also being a teacher, he plays that vital role within the band to teach, uplift, and keep everyone together. That's unique. And I think every band needs someone like that, though.
Yeah. You know, he's a strategist, and I'm a junior strategist. Someone to call me the Undertaker, you know, because I try to look at things in a way that would highlight the band in certain areas, like in marketing and stuff like that, you know, and for strategizing against the other groups and stuff like that. You know, we go into our think tank and we try to analyze what they do and make it better. You know, we call Vukas with ideas, we call Smiley with ideas, and Smiley will say, okay, we got that shit.
Yeah, man. I like the fact that you made the statement that, you know, everybody's being given a fair chance.
Right.
And you could see that, you know, the lead singers have a chance, you know, to showcase the talent. You know, in example with Lucas, you know, I see him transition from, you know, just being the backup singer to a co-singer.
Right.
Then at times the lead singer.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like I could see why the band has been striving for so long. You know, it's teamwork and, you know, communication and just a whole understanding of the people who working with. You know, from time you put that there in place, the chemistry gonna come. You know.
Yeah, definitely. My question: the brainchild behind the rhythms, David House. Where y'all find he by?
Well, Simples.
Look, let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
You see, something you don't hear about. You hear about the names, right? But you don't know the people,
Right, that's true.
right? You had Stiba. Stiba was well known. David House wasn't. If you see what I'm coming from, right? But he brings that different and that difference and that unique flair when he playing. And I must say that he incorporates samples, some Celine Dion in there, something. How did y'all acquire this guy to be so persistent?
He wanted to learn. You know, basically he really wanted to learn, and he took it with both hands. You know, when he started, he was limited in terms of his music knowledge. You know, and he wasn't shy though. You know, but he wanted to learn, and he grasped it, and he practiced. He practiced hard, and now he has evolved as a good musician. You know, and he's back with us in the Calypso band of things.
Yeah.
He played the other night, and he just enjoying his music. And I'm sure he's in the factory right now producing some more rhythm. You know.
For the band.
Yeah, because he don't stop.
So, my question is, how do y'all acquire the name the H band?
I think that was from Infamous, you know.
You read me mind now? Because that was my next question. Yeah.
I think that's a two-part question. The name, I think, came from Infamous, and probably when we were over in the pub, and from trying to analyze the what he asked, it would have stemmed from the fact that we have a kind of a groove
For that.
that is really top shelf. Dancing and, you know, grooving.
I like how
Just
we are on
appeals to the
radio, so I'm
appeal.
trying to pick my words very
Yeah.
yeah, I like how you're putting the words together. I just
Yeah,
for those who don't understand.
yeah. Is you know, it could get really, really tense, you know, and is hot, you know. It's hot, and the feel alone, you know. I don't know why. when you hear that,
But
sending kind,
look here,
you know.
when grandmasters play, it's time to go look at girl.
Thank you, and they are available when you
Yeah.
come to a Masters
Numbers,
Jam.
yeah.
Those girls ain't afraid to dance with you, even if they know you.
Oh,
Bed down with your head down.
yeah.
You know, I wait,
Alright.
man.
Mainly we gonna lie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one time, I was up by me on the block, and he got this one diehard Masters fan, right? The man was like, "Boy, I just go to the other band them, and I just gotta be looking to jam with somebody with Grandmasters." I could jam with somebody, go home, hang out my clothes, come back. That person ain't got nobody. I could jam with them again,
Right.
and I still got people around.
And she, you know,
Like, what?
and she, you know,
It's
you know,
true.
we got a lot of GM girls who just follow the band, and
Yeah.
they are the life warrior. They are the party girls. They are the ones who they just take care of us. You know, if we go to Nevis and we need a cook, one of them cook for us.
Yeah.
And they do everything for us. You know.
You see them. You're a real fan. You know what I mean? And when you become a fan, you also become family.
That's true.
You know?
It's true. It's true. From what I've seen is, you know, being around Grandmaster's band, you know, you feel as you said, as a family. You know, the ladies come around, and he's like, some of them even lift up instruments
Yep.
at one point.
Yep.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
It's band serious,
They
man.
know. Yeah.
So he's like,
And they were actually, some of them were actually in the water picking up the instruments out the sea.
Wow.
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Dedication is real.
So Saxman, tell me, what's in the pipeline for GM? What you guys working on? Is anything coming up for Sugar Master?
Something like it.
We have material, that's for sure. If they're gonna bust it, if we're gonna bust it, it's probably would be a surprise. We love to give surprises, but this is Sugar Mass 49 presently.
Yeah.
But you know, we also will be waiting for Sugar Mass 50. There's lots in store for the band and for the fans. But let's just wait till December clock in and we see what happened there.
All right. I know you guys just recently had the band house live. What was the whole idea behind it?
Well, giving to the fans, you know, we even though we were locked down and we couldn't play out and stuff like that, we have been practicing. And, you know, the fans would always want to know what your group up to. And we decided we're going to do a virtual live while we practice. And it turned out to be awesome.
I won't lie. I was well in tune to that live, right? And the numbers just kept claiming.
And everybody playing it now
Right. Just
from a band house live.
Yeah.
But the band house live sound clean. It sound
Yeah.
clean. So, and it was needed. You know.
Yeah, it was needed for
It was
real.
well needed.
I don't think I've heard any live since,
No.
but
No.
that live since the lockdown happened.
No.
We just try to be innovative, you know, and the others will follow. You
Say
know.
leader, yeah.
You got a tune there, right? I can't say the word, but is for people, you know, who have many sexual encounters with people. They call them the diders, the riders, the riders. Wait, who construct that song?
But at this point, I believe Smiley and Lucas just be up there like, but yeah, you see them girls in front there, we for them girls there. We gonna dedicate whatever we can say to them girls there. Like,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah. Creative genius.
yeah.
Smiley is a classic, you know, and
Right.
Smiley has 6 children, right? The first child is a boy, the last child is a boy. The rest girls in between, you know. So his inspiration, I guess, comes from producing.
I hope Smiley listening.
Yeah,
man.
and the thing is facts.
Yeah,
So I'm not lying.
that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. which band? You say you work for 20 something years, right? If you had to call out the top 3 in the era, you know, you had the 86 to up to this point, and then you had Smiley when he was fresh, like in 90s, I think it was 96, 98. And then you have Smiley and Ruckus. If you had to...
You mean combinations?
The combinations.
Yeah, this one is it, you know? This one is it because...
it's the top tier.
Yeah, man, they gel good together, you know? They gel good together.
It's true.
A bit of old and a bit of young.
Yeah. They
peanut
gel
butter
good
and jelly.
together.
But even before that, Smiley was holding it and he was...
Yeah. He was definitely holding it down on his own. But you see a different caliber that the band is producing right now, right? You see, Smiley could step back, Ruckus could come forward. Ruckus could step back, Smiley could come forward. You see that kind of that kind of levels right there.
Yeah, man, the synergy is real, eh? Cause you could, like you say, is one feeding off another.
Yeah.
You know, when Smiley take the front, you don't know. Smiley is the hard hitting, you know, the word play. And then Ruckus coming with the high energy. So he's like, Baba, I'm trying to bust up my head, boy.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, you're right. And you know, you guys are so correct. And, you know, I guess the other bands trying to do that, you know, but it didn't just come so. You know, it took a lot of years and it took a lot of work.
Right. How supportive the band is towards Ruckus and his the solo career that he pursue as well as Ruckus HE?
Yeah, we're very supportive of it because you see that he have been, you know, making a name for himself quite rightly, and we would encourage that, of course. We anybody within the band could push on to do what they do and still be in the group, you know. Once there's not a clash in terms of dates, we're good with that, you know.
Right, supportive.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Like I said, I see it, and it's something you just got to value and respect. You know, allowing him to build his own platform and still have the time to come and dedicate to the band. Still, it's just passion and it's just love, you know. And yeah, you know, my father was the one in the band, and the works I used to see him had to go through playing for Calypso tent, and it's like, yeah, but the man real passionate for this band.
So being honest, how come you ain't went into that?
I tried the trombone there, but wasn't a bit thing, you know, wasn't a bit thing.
All right, then. We're going to ask a few more questions just before we wrap up, right? And we usually ask almost all of our entertainers this question. From your era to now, how do you feel about the entertainment growth here in the country?
In St Kitts?
Yeah. St Kitts and Nevis.
It's good. I'm not too familiar with names. I can remember the iMac, the highlight, the collision coming up. You have persons in Nevis like what's the guy named there? Mr. X and Coban and stuff like that. And you know, everybody on a level where they could go anywhere and represent. You know, so it speaks well, you know, and it shows that the urge and the feel for good local music, you know, is there, and those guys are producing, you know, and we would promote that in any way we can, you know. If they need any help, they could also check with Grandmasters, you know. We are always willing to help in any way we could, you know, be in advice or both technical and others. But I am impressed with some of the material that is coming out, especially the soul artists and stuff like that. And and Ruckus, of course, when he does his work outside. Okay,
so now that these lot of protocols is being in place for entertainment, you know, you gotta limit the capacity, You know, you can't have bands. How do you feel about that from a managerial standpoint?
It's difficult. It costs us money. But we understand where the NEOC and stuff like that is trying to protect the nation from the coronavirus. A lot of other businesses are hurting from, especially in the entertainment and promotion. They're hurting because of the, you're cut off at a certain point where when you're cutting off is when they're just starting to make their money. I don't think it'll be like that for forever. When they find a vaccine or cure for the COVID, then you'll see more relaxation, and then you'll possibly see things going back to the way it was. But we just have to work with what it is for now.
Right.
And know that they're trying to protect the nation from the spread of the coronavirus, and try to discipline us in a way that we would not harm ourselves and the nation, by our reckless
Partying.
Okay, so next question is, now we having to face the pandemic. Do you see the band producing any songs like, normally the band, when it comes to carnival and so they normally produce music running close to carnival time. Is the band going to produce any music throughout the year?
Yeah, we have been yearning to do that.
Hey, look here, Saxman believe he's smart, eh? He wants to not there. He wants to not. He just, it is.
It's a little piece.
I mean, if it, I mean, he said it. He said it earlier, that possibility.
Yeah.
Right time. I mean, we said it. We said the right time is always the good time. Nothing happens before it's time.
That's
true.
Right. So that is why he been saying it. I tried to get it out to him, but he dodged on it just now. Eh?
Yeah, man, he played it. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
played it,
I respect the fact that, because then you gotta be mindful and strategic still at the same time. And I said that because then you still gotta watch what is happening. You know what I mean? Right now, the band you're saying is playing for. That's the next 10. Proud Sounds.
Proud Sounds, yeah.
Right, the band is who playing for Proud Sounds. So that basically the only earning the band is receiving right now.
Yeah, I think we have a boat ride on Saturday as well.
Okay, and but it's limited. It couldn't be in Grandmasters who got session Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I remember a year we played 52 weeks, 52 weekends we played out.
What?
Every single weekend we played out.
That's true.
Yeah.
You see? And you see
the year with Whale. That was the year with Whale. Yeah.
What? And you see where it's the numbers from to where it is now. You basically got like 3-4 months past and you ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
To where you had almost every weekend playing. You're traveling abroad. No, all of that done with.
I mean, scarcity always plays a part in terms of the turnout.
Yeah.
Of any event. I mean, Corona. Yeah, he put a big halt for everybody. Can't subject to just to a set of people. Everybody had plans. Everybody had some kind of goals, and it was just like, you just stop right there. I hear.
Same thing.
And then now, as things start to get a little easy, with the band live, and he shot. People wanted it. People was just crazy for it. So he's like, he got his pose and he got his got.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, so Saxman, any final words just before we leave? I know. You feel like the interview was shot, right? Because you wake up, you wake up.
I had me out there.
Because you wake up, right? But I telling you, this ain't the last time that we would see the members of Grandmaster's band. We always strive to, because sometimes we want to ask more, but then time is upon us, and then You
Just
know?
one question I got for you.
Yeah.
Tutorial.
What you
Sure.
saying?
How you come up with button?
And you see?
How you come up with Westwood?
Just I'm gonna educate you, and this is how
No,
long
I want to know.
this is how long I've known members of Grandmaster's band, especially Chris, because I from Monkey Hill, Chris lives to live project,
Right.
right? The name Button was originated from King, no Button, a Calypsonian in primary school, right?
So
So wait. The times that I won crown for the primary school Grandmasters, at the same time Chris. And I used to go by Chris' house to practice before I come to the band house. Right? So Mighty King no Button. One day I was fighting in school and a big thick girl, bigger than me, tried bang off me and my friend. And the same day when we had to go say we name to the May had the name. I was named Mighty J. That's it. So the teacher said, "Boy, where are your button?" Cause the girl whip down me whole shirt, take off all my button off my shirt. And you know when I come in out, Miss Clark, she said, you better name the button now, you know. So I went out as Mighty no Button.
and it stick.
And he stick right there.
And he just shouting to but
But then he came as King no Button.
Got you one, right?
Yeah. That's him here.
for me now, transitioning from a ball head to right, and from people when people saw that, okay, when I just left you with a ball head a couple of weeks back. Now you got locks.
Yeah.
And for me personally, going with the name, I just always used to just spread good vibrations and positive vibes and try to keep up, that kind of mindset. I always was intrigued at how the Rastafarianism portray, is all about subconscious feeling and love and education and being just teaching the people that you gotta love yourself, you gotta love your individual, you gotta love your spirit, So when Rastwood came in there,
Rastwood by.
Rastwood, it was just like, I had a birthday party and then I just walk out. I could just stick with that name and that was it, So
That's why you asked me. I had a question, but I had to go back way back in the archive.
I realize that. That's good though.
All right, so thank you for coming to on behalf of Wingove and yourself, because Wingove ain't come here, but yourself.